Hi everybody, welcome back to That Makes Synths, the YouTube channel about synthesizers, electronic music from the 80s, 90s, all the way to now. I'm Brad. Thanks for tuning in. And instead of talking about specific gear or vinyl today, I thought I'd do a different sort of topic that I think probably anybody that's into music gear would appreciate. How do you save money on music gear? So, and where do you find good deals? So, today I'm going to give you my suggestions on how to save money and where to potentially find good deals because there's always great deals on music gear. And I'm not going to talk about your traditional places such as eBay or Reverb. Those places are great too. But I wanted to talk about some other ones that maybe you didn't think about doing or checking out. So I wanted to bring those up so you could take a look and maybe find some good deals for yourself. So, and God knows with the prices of everything right now, it would be great to save money. And one of the other things I say is that I never pay full price for gear. I never buy gear new unless it's like on sale. I just prices have gone up, and for the longest time, I actually had a rule of thumb that I would not get gear pay more than like $300 or $400 for gear. Nowadays, that's kind of hard, but still, I try to stick with it, and I mean that's certainly possible with a lot of the Behringer stuff. But I mean, you can find good deals on gear from other people or other companies as well. Keep in mind that when I acquired a lot of my gear, this is probably about 10, 15 years ago. And what I would do is I'd work my regular job, and then like 1 or 2 days a week, I worked at a Best Buy, helping out in the warehouse and stuff. And so I take that money from Best Buy and use that as my synth allowance. So definitely budget for what you want to spend. And back then, I mean, the gear costed less. I think when COVID happened, everybody was at their house, and what do? They want to get some new synths to play on. So, ever since then, prices have gone way up on stuff. Behringer has worked hard to keep prices down on synths, but even with the tariffs and everything, prices still go up. So, anyways, I wanted the first place I wanted to talk about is Craigslist. So I have Craigslist open, and you can go to for sale, and it is musical instruments. So I can bring that up, and then you can see all the musical instruments, and I just simply type synthesizer or drum machine and see what sort of things come up. And also what it does is bring up things around your general region. So wow, there is a Oberheim FVS-1 four-voice synth. It's only $25,000 on eBay, but that might be a good deal for those. I know that those are 1978 four-voice Oberheim. I mean, those go for a pretty penny, but I mean, would you imagine to find a four-voice Oberheim on Craigslist of all places? That's pretty crazy. But here's a JX3P for $1,400. What else? A Juno 6, a Roland Juno 6 for $1,410. That's probably not a bad deal. So here's another, a 1975 Oberheim 2-voice for $8,600, and that's in Indianapolis. So again, Here's a Ensoniq SQ1, ESQ1, which is actually my favorite synth for $450. So yeah, Oberheim Expander, $5,100. Wow, I'm really seeing. I'm not used to seeing. Usually I see one or two, a couple classic things, but not so many from the early, excuse me, the 70s and early 80s. So that's pretty. There's some good stuff on right now. Korg MS-20, $800. So yeah, definitely check it out. There's all sorts of stuff on Craigslist, and oftentimes a lot of people forget Craigslist for looking at gear. Now, obviously, you've got to be safe because the thing is, people have gear, they want to sell it, they want to avoid having to pay shipping costs. So sometimes Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace is a good option for them. But you just want to be safe. I mean, if you go to somebody's house to pick up the gear, you want to try it out before you buy it. First of all, make sure everything's working. You might have to bring some headphones. Um, I've never had any issues going over to people's houses, but you definitely want to let people know if you're going to somebody's house to that at least somebody knows where you're at. So you have to be safe with that. Another place to get gear, at least in the U.S., is Music Go Round. Music Go Round sells used gear, and you can simply go to Music Go Round's website and search products. So I'll do Korg, Micro Korg, and I have it searching all the U.S. for all Music Go Round stores. So I can see that there is a used Micro Korg in Wisconsin for $379. Now, one of the things I want to say about Music Go Round is sometimes if you go into the store, they will have things listed that are not on their website. So it's always good to go, if you have a local store near you, go to the store and check out the stuff. I love Music Go Round, but sometimes I've seen some gear in not so great condition that was still being sold. So again, if you're at the store, you can at least try the equipment out as well. And I think there is like a warranty on it. I think I forget what the warranty is, but ask what the warranty is. I think that's one of the benefits of Music Go Round as well versus Craigslist. So and again, Music Go Round may have some really heavy equipment, like I saw Rhodes organ there a few weeks back, and I was like, that's got to cost a ton for shipping. So sometimes they might be willing to work with you in order to avoid the hassle and the cost of shipping. So definitely check out Music Go Round. Now everyone knows, well, I'm sure a lot of people in the U.S. know Musician's Friend. That's a music company that sells a lot of new gear. One of the things that is a cool thing on their website is to get on their email list, and they they send you an email each day, or you can see it on their website. It's called the Stupid Deal of the Day. So it's not always synthesizers, it's all sorts of music gear, but you can find some really good deals at musiciansfriend.com. Here they have a DR Pro DR210 tripod mic stand with a telescoping boom arm. So those deals are good for 24 hours. It's the stupid deal of the day. They've got a timer when the deal ends. That mic stand's usually $90 and it's going for $45. So you're saving half off. I got like a Alexis Drum Machine that you can do samples for like $900 off there for the stupid deal of the day. Also, I found a Korg DJ mixer there that I got for a really good deal. So usually it's like closeout stuff that they're trying to get rid of quickly. But you can find some awesome deals at Musician's Friend when you sign up for their stupid deal of the day emails. All right, so we're moving on to Sweetwater. Of course, a lot of people know about Sweetwater, based in Indiana. Now, a lot of people shop for new gear at Sweetwater, but have you ever considered searching for used gear on Sweetwater? Because they actually have a huge selection of stuff. You know, people buy stuff, they return it. It just wasn't what they were looking for. Here right now, I'm seeing a used Behringer UBX-A 16 voice desktop synth for $450 plus $50 shipping in excellent condition. So I mean, that could have just been a return that somebody realized this synth isn't for me. But that is a really good deal. I might have to go for that one myself. But yeah, and they have seven, like, for synths. There are 798 results, so they have a really large selection. So that's a good place to go for used gear, and it's not necessarily like newer synth stuff. You can find some older synth stuff, some vintage gear. So if you're looking for gear from the 80s, you can find it at Sweetwater on the used market. All right, so another place that people forget to look, I think, are on the manufacturer's websites, because sometimes they will sell their like refurbished gear. Also, they'll show you what deals they have going on. I've been able to get several deals from just going on manufacturers' websites. So here's an example. Novation. They have, you can buy refurbished gear on Novation's website and save a bunch of money. This Novation launch key I bought as a refurbish from Novation. I have had several years ago. I have had no issues with it, and I saved some money too. So if you go to Focusrite.com or Novation.com, let's see. So I'm going to go to Novation's website. If I'm on Novation's website, if you go to products, and all the way down at the bottom it says more products, there's refurbish. So that's where you find the refurbished products. And so here's a couple launch keys. Usually, here's a launch key mini, usually $159. It's on sale refurbished for $139. Let's take a look at like the Base Station 2, for example, which is an awesome synth. The Base Station 2 Swifty Edition, usually $579, you can buy for $463. The Base Station 2 normal refurbished Base Station 2, $579, you can buy for $463. Let's look for the Peak. Here's a Peak refurbished, typically $1,829, now for $1,478. So yeah, you can get some really good deals on the manufacturer's website if they sell refurbished products, but also they'll tell you like what's on sale for the week or for the month. I know I've seen some really good deals. I bought a VST from Roland Cloud, where you could buy 2 of their drum machines. They had a package deal for the one of the TR series, 707, I think the 708, and you could get 2 for the price of 1, and those were, you own those licenses for forever. So yeah, check it out. So the other one I wanted to talk about is Arturia. Now Arturia's got some a real interesting sort of setup, and I've saved a bunch of money through Arturia. And the way that works is, let's say you buy our Arturia product, okay? I think I've had their soft synth collection their analog collection for a number of years. And be, because I registered with them, I have a user account with Arturia. And so when you go on their website, it'll show you different products that are out. So here's an example of augmented Persia, which is 149. And then there's the augmented Series 8, which is 299. Now, when you so those prices right now, those are discounted prices. Those are valid until May 5th. Now, when you sign into your Arturia account, log in on Arturia's website, you'll get a personalized offer. So I logged in on my account. So augmented Persia, instead of $149, I can get it for $49. And then augmented Series 8, instead of $299, I can get that for $99. And that's through my Arturia account. And I know, like when Pigments first came out, I didn't know about it. Like I didn't really know anything about it, but it was like $50 or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out. It looked cool, and it turned out being an amazing synth. So I was able to get a really good discount on that, because I think it's like typically $200 or something. It's a VST. They had the Mini Freak 2. They had the software version of the Mini Freak 2 VST on there, and I think I got that for like $50. So keep an eye out on Arturia's website, because they're always doing deals. The last part I want to talk about is Black Friday. Obviously, there's a lot of discounts going on. Obviously, you want to check for the Black Friday deals. Here's there's websites like musicradar.com that'll tell you, what's going to be on sale. And this is for 2025, but 50% off Native Instruments UA bundle, Musician's Friend Black Friday 60% off sale. Waves always does a huge Black Friday sale on their plugins, up to 95% off. So everyone's doing deals on Black Friday. Now, what I want to say is with Behringer, and I didn't check the prices last year. I didn't buy anything for Black Friday, but I know in the past, Behringer will do a big sale like on Sweetwater, like around October, and so like all their stuff is on sale. All their synth stuff was on sale, and you could save a lot of money. Now, this is before all the tariffs and all that. So, but check earlier, especially with Behringer products on Sweetwater, because those tend to go on sale earlier. So I don't know if that's still the case, but also I know like UVI Vintage Vault synth. I was wanting to get that bundle, and it's not it's kind of pricey, and I know that like every few months like that goes on sale. So if you check for it, there's something you want and it's not on sale, sometimes like you wait a little while, wait a couple months, and it'll be on sale. So you have to be patient. But anyways, don't pay full price for music gear if you don't have to. I always like to save money. And anyways, I hope that helps everybody, and happy hunting for music gear.